Well, good morning, friends. Today, let me see, what is, I don't know. It's the 17th, I think, or 18th of February. Anyway, what you're looking at is where I am now in the process of putting Cookie's dash back in. Of course, that's where her instrument cluster goes, and her instrument cluster is sitting right there. And what you're looking at here is all of these broken pieces to what holds her instrument cluster, air conditioning, the vents, her cassette radio. And here is the box right here that I've got glued together, and I've got metal brackets right down here to help secure it. I've got a drill here that I'm going to drill these brackets into this frame here. That's metal, that's plastic, but this is metal, and this actually goes right up here like that, which holds her stereo and her air conditioning. And over here to the right, where you see that big hole, of course, is where her glove box goes. And that's her glove box sitting over there on that box there. But all of these broken pieces right here, this is what it looks like. I could take my finger and put a little pressure and break that, is how brittle this is. So before I'm gluing it back together, I'm using this hot glue gun right here. And then I have these long, super long glue sticks. Now I have already used about 28 of these glue sticks. Can you imagine that? Well, about 25 of these glue sticks, and then I've used about 10 of those that's about that long. So have used a lot of glue. And you know, if anything, I suppose this can be considered a labor of love. This is I'm now over 3 days of working on this, and it's my hope that I can have all this piece back together. And that's what is so time consuming, trying to figure out where each one of those pieces go to her dash. And once all of these black pieces are glued in, then I can start putting her instrument cluster in, her stereo and all of that, her glove box. And then once that's done, I'm going to clean up her dash, because there's where she had duct tape trying to hold the thing up. Anyway, and then she also asked me today if I would change the oil in it, because it ran hot on her the other day. And the guy, I think the thermostat was bad, so he put a new thermostat in it, from what I understand. And he said it would probably be best if she went ahead and changed the oil. And I told her that I would do that. So anyway, that's what I'm working on this morning. I'm hoping I'm hoping that I'm in the camera view. I just got it shooting back at me. Hopefully I am. Anyway, that's what I'm working on today. You know as well as I, we believe that the Lord is going to come back this year, many of us. And of course, we have to continue on. And I'm just going to tell you, in a previous video, I mentioned to you that the store that I work at is closing. And it will either be sold or closed in October is the date they've given us. But you know, sometimes they will say a date later than the actual closing in hopes that nobody will quit. Well, I haven't quit. I'm going to be like the Titanic. I'm going to stay there until it sinks or gets sold. But anyway, someone introduced me to the Asa health product, which is a product with molecular technology that replenishes your body's molecular cells, that gives your body the ability to correct what's been going wrong. Now, if you would like to look at over 100,000 testimonies, friend me at Facebook and I will send you an invitation to that. If you would like to call and leave me a message, that number is 1-229-860-6161. I am currently taking the products, and all truth be known, I can already see things on my hands that I was having. My skin on my fingertips was peeling back and always stayed red, and the redness is gone, and the peeling is nothing like it was. I've been on it now 8 days, and if you will look just under my fingertips, I took a before video, and all of that was almost like not cherry red, but like a pink red under my fingertips. In other words, this part right here, it was all red, constantly bleeding, and as you can see, the redness is about gone. And another thing that I have noticed, I know this may sound crazy, but I have I'm experiencing, the best way I can say it is having a cloudy mind, and things bothering me, and that seems to be going away. Like I said, I've only been on it 8 days now. So, and I was thinking about this thing, through my years of my life, I have spent, oh my gosh, tens of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars on vehicles and buying homes and buying lawnmowers and going off and playing a game of golf. We don't think a thing about going to play a game of golf and it costing us $30 or $40 by the time we rent the golf course or the golf cart and so forth. And like I was telling a good friend of mine, what can you put on a price of becoming healthy again? And there is a testimony of Dan Doyle. And I will put that testimony, a link to it. And I'm going to tell you, his testimony is what convinced me that I'm going to take this product the rest of my life. So, I want to be as healthy as I can be until the day the rapture happens. And me and my wife, Jennifer, we don't go out and eat like we used to, because honestly, when I would go out and eat, one of the favorite places to go would be to a steakhouse. And they had a 6-ounce sirloin for $8.99. But when I would come home after eating that, my stomach would always hurt. So I told her, I said, babe, I don't want to eat steak no more. So if we go out, we just usually go to a little Mexican restaurant we both can share this thing called the Grande, what's it called? The nachos, Nacho Grande. Man, I tell you what, one person cannot eat that. So me and her share that and get tea, and it's usually about $12 and something. So that's both of us eating for $6. But anyway, you know, like I said, I believe that we can live a long, healthy life if we eat properly and we don't smoke, we don't drink, and we don't put foreign substances, you know, in our body. And I think we can live long too if we stay off of these crazy skateboards and skates. You know, my sons asked me if I would go skating. I said, son, there ain't no way I'm going to put a pair of skates on these 58-year-old feet. I am not going to bust my tailbone and be laying up in the hospital. So I stay off of anything like that that can hurt me. But anyway, I would greatly encourage you to watch Dan Doyle's testimony and decide if things have been going on in your body. And you know, I tell you something else that I've noticed. My head used to itch a lot because I had dry scalp, and I would use Walmart's Equate brand of what is it called, that dandruff shampoo. Anyway, I can't think of the name of it now. Y'all know what it looks like. It's white. Well, I don't buy it. I can't afford that. I buy Equate. Come here, kitty. My kitty's up here. Come here. Come here. I love this kitty cat. Come here. Come here. Come say hey to the people. Come here. Well, I'll just show you. Say hey to the people. Yeah. Hey, kitty. Now, this is my buddy right here. Yep. I'll probably hear from Pippin. But anyway, so much for that. Seriously, I was talking about my dry scalp. You can even ask Jennifer. I used to always would be scratching my head, and the dryness of my scalp is going away. I rarely have to scratch my head anymore. You know, some people scratch their heads when they're thinking. Well, I don't have to do that. There's my kitty. Well, I'm going to end this video now. I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate your comments of love. If you got any comments for hate, just keep them to yourself. Mama used to tell me, if you can't say something good, don't say nothing at all. Jesus said it in a better way. He said, let your yes be yes and your no, no. Anything else can become evil, like gossip. So anyway, God bless y'all. I do want you to take the time to look over this information. And I tell you what, if you give it a try, it's got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I'm going to get back to my project at hand. I mean, I got everything. I got my drill, my fan to help the glue dry faster, my light, my glue gun, my drill bits. So I will probably be working on this probably till 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. I'll most likely make a video to show my progress. God bless y'all.